every once in a while, somewhere in my life, someone will ask me, what's the greatest fight you've ever called? Or what's the greatest round you've ever called? Or what's the greatest thing you've ever seen in boxing? And the answer is Gatti Ward 1, round 9. I think that'll always be the answer.
History has gifted us with great fighters, and some of these great fighters have come from a small peninsula country called Italy. Fighters such as Jake LaMotta, also known as the Raging Bull, the undefeated Joe Calzaghe, and who could forget Rocky Marciano. There are some fighters that always entertain, regardless of who their opponent is. This was the case with the late Arturo Thunder Gatti. When he fought, he knew one of three things would happen. Either he would deliver a barrage of punishment to his opponent,
good left hook to the body by Gatti.
He would absorb a barrage of punishment from his opponent,
Target practice as De La Hoya goes to the body and the head.
or both would occur.
And body shot again, that's the body shot. It's barrage in the first minute, just look at this. Unbelievable.
Today we take a look at the tough and gritty career of the late and great Arturo Thunder Gatti. If you enjoy this video, be sure to give a thumbs up and consider subscribing, as well as tapping the bell button to receive notifications of new and exciting videos. Gatti was born in Cassino, Italy, and raised in Lazio, a central western Italy region, before moving to Montreal, Canada. Gatti eventually relocated to New Jersey as a teenager. In 1991, at the age of 19, Arturo Gatti was a member of the Canadian national team and was training to represent Canada at the 1992 Olympic Games in Barcelona, but instead he decided to turn pro. His first pro fight was on the night of June 10, 1991. Gatti went on to win the fight with a third round knockout of Joyce Gonzalez at Meadowlands Convention Center in New Jersey. Arturo Gatti would go on to win 5 bouts, with only one going to the scorecards before he tasted his first defeat to King Solomon in a split decision at Blue Horizon in Philadelphia. Gatti would then go on to win 17 fights in a row before challenging for a world title. On December 15, 1995, Gatti challenged the IBF super featherweight champion Tracy Harris Patterson in a classic battle of youth versus experience.
Tactic much. Crowd beginning to boo and down goes Addison on an uppercut. Will it be another Chavez Taylor? Will Tracy Harris Patterson pull out an almost unbelievably improbable victory the way Chavez did against Taylor 5.5 years ago?
That Gatti is tough, he's strong, he's young. Looks like he want to be the world champion to me.
For the winner and new
23-year-old Gatti would become world champ when he outpointed Patterson. The win helped him score a multi-fight deal with HBO to fight on HBO Boxing. Gatti won his first title defense with a 6th round TKO of Wilson Rodriguez.
With a big job coming up, Gatti goes down on a short left hook inside. On the verge of superstardom, Arturo Gatti is in serious trouble in round 2 against slick European veteran Wilson Rodriguez. Oh, that hurt very bad. Gatti's hurt. Gatti's seriously hurt. Yep, he's wobbling now. Yes, he's seriously hurt. Rodriguez is about to put him out of there with accumulated punishment. And Gatti finishes the round by pulling it out from nowhere. Both fighters landed more than 60% of their blows in round 1. Body blows did it. Here comes Gatti. Can you believe this kid? He got away with another low blow. He takes a hard one on the chin and another. Rodriguez turns it around. Down goes Rodriguez. What a left hook. Arturo Gatti at the left hook knockout. Here it comes. The body shot.
October 4, 1997. Gatti fights for his third defense of his IBF super featherweight title against the much more experienced Gabriel Reyes. Gatti would win with a gritty 5th round TKO that would see him take out his first Ring Magazine Fight of the Year honors.
I always thought that Gatti was something like a gat. You know, they used to call gat.
Good combination by Arturo Gatti.
And you see the power. Ruelas taking the punches and coming back to Gatti's body.
Oh,
Hard
Gatti's out.
shot by
Gatti's hurt.
Ruelas.
Gatti's hurt bad.
Gatti stumbles. Ruelas with a chance. Arturo Gatti momentarily wobbly on his feet.
Oh, now he's out.
Now, but that was a great uppercut.
Oh, good body shot by Arturo Gatti.
What a battle. He told you you'd get your money's worth from this battle.
And Ruelas has come out like he's looking to find out how much Gatti has left and if he can get rid of him right now.
I don't know if that's a smart thing to do because he should know that Arturo keeps more than, oh, good
Battle
shot.
of uppercuts, both men landing big uppercut shots. This is a war.
An all-out war.
And it verges on becoming a war of redemption for Gabriel Reyes. And now here comes Gatti again.
And Gabe has a mark over his left eye, under his left eye now. And Gatti has a cut under his left eye now.
Right hand bomb, and Reyes says, hey, you can't hurt me. I'm going to hit you back.
That left uppercut is a vicious weapon for Gabe Reyes here tonight.
But look at the combinations from Gatti.
This is his fight. This is what makes Gatti.
Both men selling out defensively to do the damage they can do.
Oh, there are.
Low blow by Gatti. And Simmons says keep him up. Right hand lands over the top.
Oh,
Now goes Reyes.
I don't think he'll make it back.
Two
But he is
big
strong.
right hand shots by Gatti. Monster shot. And a swollen Gabriel gets up. And Simmons says no more.
Can you believe Arturo
Arturo
Gatti?
Gatti. Oh, what a drama.
Earlier I said the great fights of the 40s and 50s, and here we see it again with Arturo Gatti. He just seems to have a bottomless well of willpower that just can't stop him.
The sign says, hey, you can almost knock me out, but in the end, I'm going to get you.
January 17, 1998. Gatti relinquished his world title to permanently go up in weight, the lightweight division. However, his move to the lightweight division would see him lose his first 3 fights, and he would see the year through with no wins. He first lost by a technical knockout in round 8 to Angel Man Freddy after receiving a cut which would force the doctor to call a stop to the fight.
Down goes Gatti on a perfect left hook. Textbook left hook by Matt Freddy.
And he is hurt badly, otherwise he wouldn't have gotten up that quickly.
Another good round for Matt Freddy now. As he plays target practice on Gatti's chin. Blood starting to flow again from above the left eye. Arturo seems oblivious to it. Lands the combination. Hard uppercut. Backing Matt Freddy up. Punches as he was able to land in rounds 4 and 5. And halfway through, this bout is everything it was cracked up to be and more. How tough is it to win a war of wills when you got a big cut over your left eye the way Arturo does, though, George?
It just doesn't seem to bother Arturo Gatti.
Well, it bothered him there. You saw him squinting, and now he can't see through the left eye, and Angel's taking advantage just to land, and Gatti backs him off with a left hook.
Because his instincts are to throw another shot.
Hard right hand shot by Manfredi stuns Gatti, and Gatti can't see the right right hand coming with the blood flowing over his eye.
If he doesn't win a couple of rounds, we have to remember Gatti is fighting basically in his hometown.
Larry, that eye is too bad. They shouldn't let it go on. Blood is starting to come out.
The doctor one more time. Seconds remaining in the round.
Cornerstone ring. That'll
do it. Angel Man Freddy has what he wanted.
He would then lose twice to Ivan Robinson, the first by split decision and the second by unanimous points. And in Gatti Robinson 2, Gatti had a point deducted in the 8th round for a low blow.
Yep, and that's very smart on his part.
Now there's the low blow for which Gatti's going to lose a point. And to our eyes, of course, it would hardly matter.
And had the point not been deducted, the fight would have been a draw, as Robinson was only ahead by 1 point on 2 scorecards. Gatti and Robinson's first fight was also chosen Fight of the Year by Ring Magazine, making it the second year in a row that a Gatti fight was given that award.
And Ivan landed at the right hand all night long. Oh, that was a right hand tonight. Ivan, Ivan is almost out of his feet.
Gatti again. 44 seconds to go. This would be the miracle of all miracles if he's able to pull it off. Robinson trying to hold. Gatti looking for one big clincher. Now Robinson seems to be collecting himself.
What a fight.
Oh, what drama. What an unbelievable fight.
August 14, 1999, Gatti's only fight of that year seen him going up in weight to the welterweight division and knocking out Reyes Munoz in the first round.
Gatti showing good patience with his jab tonight.
Gatti moving and boxing as round one comes to a close. Down goes Reyes Munoz on a left hook. Gatti blinking his left eye as he went to the neutral corner, but you can see Munoz bleeding from the nose, swelling from the left eye, wobbling around the ring, and Eddie Cotton calls it. That's the end of that. A first-round knockout in his return to the ring for Arturo Gatti.
February 26, 2000, Arturo would next face former world champion Joey Gamache. Gatti won by knockout in round 3 in a fight that would see Gamache almost die that night in hospital and leave him with long-term damage.
He's also looks so much bigger than he does.
Yeah, and he's got a 15-pound weight advantage. Every time he lands a shot, it's abundantly clear. Benji Esteves isn't going to bother with a count here, as Gamache's eyes were closed before he hit the canvas. This is the second time in 2 fights now that Gatti has come into the ring outweighing an opponent by between 15 and 20 pounds and has put the opponent away early. And for the second time, there is considerable concern about Gamache because of the way he went down.
Win for Arturo Gatti.
The fight would be blemished with controversy over the claim that Gatti was incorrectly weighed at the weigh-in the day before, and that Gatti had a large advantage over Gamache as a noticeably larger opponent. In the wake of the fight, Gamache would win a drawn-out court decision of the incorrect weigh-in, but would see no damages paid to the fighter whose career ended that night. May 24, 2001. Gatti only had one fight in that year, fighting the very skillful Oscar De La Hoya, and although Gatti showed his tremendous heart, De La Hoya won in emphatic style with a technical knockout in round 5.
Target practice as De La Hoya goes to the body and the head, drives Gatti into the ropes. And the towel comes in from Gatti's corner, and De La Hoya has a 5th round TKO. Hector Roca, Arturo Gatti's trainer, had seen enough. And Gatti's infuriated, but Roca made a humane decision for his fighter who was getting tattooed.
Millet has found the wrong fight to fight tonight.
February 26, 2002, Gatti returned to the light welterweight division and defeated former world champion Teron Millet by a technical knockout in round 4.
You gotta hold on, you gotta hold on.
Down again.
That could be it.
5, 6, 7, 8.
the referee knows where he is. I was going to get hurt.
And this is unnecessary at this point. And that will do it. Jim Sedna stopping it on what amounts to the third knockdown. And as Harold Letterman pointed out, could easily have been ruled 4 knockdowns.
May 18, 2002, he then fought one of the most iconic trilogies in boxing history, taking on Irish Mickey Ward. Gatti would lose their famous first bout by mutual decision, but Gatti would come back and win their second encounter. Gatti Ward 1 earned Fight of the Year honours by Ring Magazine, and the 9th round was unofficially called the Round of the Century by Emmanuel Stewart. If you haven't seen this fight, then do yourself a favour and watch it, as it is one of my most favourite fights to watch alongside Gatti Ward 3.
42 out of 71 punches.
We're not sure about Gatti because he hasn't been in this kind of a war with as strong a fighter as Ward before.
Body shot again. That's the body shot. It's the left hook to the body. Ward's money punch, and this knockdown counts. Arturo Gatti refusing to go down as Mickey Ward pounds away. Can you believe there's still a minute and a half to go in the round? Gatti blinking away the blood in his right eye. Can't see out of the right eye.
Now, Gatti is trying to get a break. Ward should go right back to the body. That's where he's going to the body. You know, you dream of fights like this, but very seldom do they live up to the expectation. This is even more than you can dream of.
Just imagine if you bought a ticket. Stop it, Frank. You can stop it any time. Arturo Gatti's out on his feet. Frank Cappuccino's going to let him keep going.
And Ward is tired. And here comes Gatti back.
Less than 10 seconds in the round. Gatti's going to survive the round.
I am humbled by watching these two guys take the punishment they are taking.
Well, we told you it might be a candidate for Fight of the Year. We didn't know it would be a candidate for Fight of the Century.
This is the way it has to end.
Arturo Gatti, Irish Mickey Ward, two of the most honest fighters in the sport of boxing, circa 2002. A fight straight out of the 1950s, a throwback to the golden era of the ring.
Ultimate winner by majority decision, Irish Mickey Ward.
On June 7, 2003, Gatti and Ward would conclude their rival with their third and final fight. Gatti broke his right hand when he struck Ward's hip bone with an attempted body shot in the 4th round. Despite this, Gatti would once again show his tremendous warrior spirit by continuing to fight. In the 6th, Gatti dominated the round, but got caught with an overhand right on the top of the head a few seconds before the bell rang and went down. Incredibly, Gatti went on to win on the scorecards with a unanimous decision.
Arturo Thunder Gatti.
Ward would announce his retirement soon after the fight.
What Mickey Ward and Arturo Gatti shared together, only they know. Only they can touch it. Only they can feel it.
The third fight between the two was again named Fight of the Year by Ring Magazine. Gatti vs Ward 1 and 3 are also a part of HBO's 10 Best Fights of the Decade. January 24, 2004, having recovered from a broken hand, Gatti scored a 10th round knockdown and would go on to defeat Gianluca Bronco by unanimous decision to win the vacant WBC light welterweight title.
All for the winner, and now the WBC super lightweight champion of the world from Jersey City, New Jersey. Now a two-time world champion, Arturo Thunder Gatti.
July 24, 2004, he knocked out the previously unbeaten former world champion Leonard Duran in 2 rounds at Atlantic City to retain his title.
Good left hook to the body by Gatti. And Duran goes down. What a tremendous shot.
Duran may not recover.
He's not going to make it. Arturo Gatti has knocked out Leonard Duran with a body shot. A tremendous left hook to the body. We talked about the power difference. And that was just power knocking a man out.
January 29, 2005, Gatti's second defense of his WBC title came against former WBC super featherweight champion Jesse James Lahar. Gatti would go on to retain his title with a 5th round knockout of Lahar.
Get Gatti into one of those brawling fights that Gatti likes to fight. That's his only chance because he's not going to win this fight.
What a right hand. And this is what I mean by if he keeps jabbing, his knockout percentage will go up.
A long time to go in this round, and Lahar is dazed.
But he lands a left hook and momentarily backs Gatti off. Now Gatti's left hook lands again and again.
He's hoping that Gatti gets reckless and leaves himself open.
And that left hook puts Lahar back on the canvas for the second time.
7, 8, 9, 10,
Didn't make it. Another knockout victory for Arturo Gatti.
June 25, 2005, Gatti fought former super featherweight and lightweight world champion Floyd Mayweather Jr. He was outpointed and beaten by the very classy Mayweather, and Gatti's handlers would retire him in his corner before the start of the 7th round, and this would end his title reign.
Better round than round 6, but he used his left jab. You know, Bob, what I always start to wonder about Arturo Gatti, as he goes into the late rounds of every fight, watch how many right hands he throws. You know, he's got that really, really bad right hand. When he starts to throw less right hands, he becomes more ineffective. In any case, 5 rounds to 1, Alfonso Gomez.
All right, Harold, and Gomez hitting Gatti on the back of the head as Gatti was in a prone position.
Looks like there's a little giving Gatti now as that left hook to the body starts to land for Gomez.
Double right hand from Alfonso Gomez. Takes in with the left. Right hand over the top. He's just measuring Gatti. Just missed with the uppercut.
Gonna have to start throwing some punches back here.
Randy Newman looking. Gatti shoots a left. Gomez right on him. And forces the clinch.
We're watching the destruction of an action hero. Maybe his case as a Hall of Famer is overstated and was not a great fighter, but was a truly great action fighter, and in that way a legendary fighter. And unless he can come up with something incredibly dramatic here, this looks like the end of the road as a significant fighter.
Randy Newman, the referee, moves in for a close look. He's giving Gatti, based on
Good there, and you're talking to us, so thank you. What happened tonight?
He was just stronger than I was. He's a hungry fighter, young fighter, strong. You know, I did my best. I came in thinking that I can outbox him, but you know, the ring was getting smaller and smaller with a bigger man, and it just sucks that from 40 to 47, it's just a different me. I wish I could make 140, but it's impossible. So I don't see myself continuing at 147. I'm going to retire, and I can't be taking this abuse no more.
Gatti announced his retirement on July 14, 2007. After being a world champion in 2 weight classes, Gatti held the IBF junior lightweight title from 1995 to 1998 and the WBC super lightweight title from 2004 to 2005. He was also the Ring Magazine's Fight of the Year a total of 4 times, taking the honors in 1997, 1998, 2002 and 2003.
Arturo, is there anything you'd like to say to your many fans who I'm sure at this moment, if this is indeed the end of your career, feel very grateful for all the memories? Is there anything you'd like to tell them?
I just want to say that I love you guys. I really tried hard tonight, and you know how big my heart is, that I just couldn't do it, and I give my best. And I love you guys for supporting me, for tough times for me, and you guys brought me back and made me win the 2nd world title. I love you guys, and thank you very much, and I had a great time doing it.
And again, so much heart, even talking as the lip is opening up and bleeding. Arturo, thanks for the memories.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Arturo Gatti killed by his wife, apparently. Yeah, he's a boxer, champion a couple times over, 37 years old, married to 23-year-old Amanda Rodriguez from Brazil.
Bloodstains on his neck and the back of his head.
New
details are being released as foul play. Champion in junior lightweight.
Not once. But what I thought was interesting, I saw a very even-handed documentary about his alleged suicide attempt or whatever I think, and not once did they mention pugilistic dementia, which causes depression and suicidal tendencies. They didn't once go, maybe he got hit in the head one too many fucking times. You know what I mean? He didn't. They never once brought it up. I thought it deserved mentioning that, you know, his brain had to be pudding at that point.
Didn't he have a big? Wasn't there like at some point in time? Wasn't there?
In July 2009, the boxing world was delivered a big blow after Arturo Thunder Gatti was found dead on the floor of a Brazilian hotel room where he had been staying whilst on his 2nd honeymoon with his wife and his baby son. Gatti was aged 37. His death in 2009 was smeared with controversy, with his wife first being arrested for homicide and then released after an autopsy ruled the death was a suicide. Although we may never know the complete truth surrounding his death, the one thing we do know is he had an amazing career and left behind an impressive highlight reel that will entertain and captivate fight fans for years to come. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Until next time, peace out.